are you today?
I'm good.
Well, there were some topics for our discussion. How often? No. Everybody consumes news. Everybody consumes the news. Well, and what do you use to watch or to read the news?
So I think I normally watch the news on my house's TV, or sometimes I go online because I get curious about things, and I will consume some news then.
So, and do you turn on your TV when you have lunch or dinner?
So I would
When
consider that a necessity for my family. Well, we have gotten used to watching TV while eating to the point that it's just not dinner's not for eating anymore, but it's for watching TV.
I see. And besides that, you also save your time.
Yeah.
So, and what topics are your family interested in? What do you prefer to watch when you eat?
So we would usually watch the news normally, but well, if there are too much ads going on, we would open another channel and watch some more news. So when we watch TV at dinner, we only watch news only.
I see. But do you think that sometimes the news can spoil your appetite?
Well, like I said before, well, we've gotten used to watching TV while eating, so maybe our appetite has also gotten used to it, like us too. And well, we don't really feel like our meal is ruined because of the TV.
So, and when you eat alone, do you also watch news on TV? Oh, you never eat alone.
So when I eat alone, I don't watch the news because, well, when why watch the news? It's only when I'm with the elders or the older people in my family, like my grandma, grandpa, or my dad, my mom. So if I eat on my own, I think I would choose something to watch, something else to watch, like basketball or some YouTube videos like memes.
According to your choice, to your taste. Why do you consume news? What makes it interesting for you?
So the thing that makes the news interesting for me is its variety. So the news won't. So the news are updated every day. So you won't hear the same thing for like 1 to 2 weeks, like on the radio. The second thing is that they keep that up to date to will satisfy my curiosity, and also I won't get pretty bored watching the news like other people in my age.
Yeah, so everybody is curious, and everybody wants to know what happens around in the world. But some people believe that today there is too much bad news. What's your point of view?
Too much what?
Too much bad news today. Do you agree or disagree with this statement?
So I think the good news, bad news, opinion, well, is depending on the people who listens to the news. Well, in their in some people's mind, it may be good news that they enjoy to watch, but in the others, they may find it, well, not good or not good enough.
Awful. Yes. So it depends on the way we evaluate the news. For some people, they are good. For others, they are not. It's like speaking about the war. Yes, the war between countries. So victory for one country is the defeat for another, and vice versa. What is the best way to get the news today?
So I think the best way to get the news today is by getting it online. Well, because there are a lot of things that you can do online, including searching for the news, and well, you can basically uh, search for news everywhere with your phone, your laptop, your iPad, if you have an internet, and lots of people find that very convenient for them.
I see. So, besides that this is just and way to consume news. What is the third advantage of getting the news through the internet? Fastest, comfortable, what else?
So the first
Variable,
one,
yes. You can choose.
variable, comfortability, and convenience.
Yes. For example, listening to the radio, you can listen only those news that are prepared for the listeners. So,
Yeah.
and in the internet, you can choose what to read, what to watch. And it's the most tolerant. Tolerant.
Yes.
Yes, tolerant way.
Wait.
Well, so what about? Do you often talk on your handphone, on your smartphone? How many minutes a day do you spend on talking on your smartphone?
So
About.
my so I do have a smartphone, but it is imprisoned by my parents because, well, it's in the school year, and you I'm not allowed to use it. I only use it in the summer, but I do have a phone, or a brick
Mhm,
phone, as we like to call it, and well, I often spend about 2 or 3 minutes calling my parents to,
mhm,
well, say that, well, they should come pick me up, or maybe in some announcements from
mhm,
that my teacher told us that
mhm,
they have no idea of.
I see. So that you use your smartphone just as an instrument for your work and for your studies. Not like a lot of people use it for entertainment only. So I meant that nowadays we use our smartphones mostly for internet, not for calling, not for calling. The role of smartphone nowadays changed dramatically. I meant that, yes. So, as for me, I spend, I think, 10 minutes a week speaking on my smartphone. 10 minutes a week. Well, what about social media? Why do you think social media are so popular nowadays?
So the reason I think the reason that made social media so popular these days is because, well, people can go on there to talk to their friends without meeting them in real life. Also, they can not only they can see what's going on in their friend's life, but they can also see what's going on in other people's life, the people that they don't know, and well, or sometimes people would go up there to get news, like we previously talked about, or maybe they can use it to sell things, like on Facebook Marketplace.
I see. So, and how has social media changed the way we consume the news?
I'm sorry, I could not hear you clearly.
Yes, how has social media changed the way we consume the news? This is the question fourth, the fourth question in your homework. So, posting, yes.
I think social media has changed a lot in the way we consume the news. Firstly, it's because it's convenience. Uh, in the old days, people would use things like the newspaper or the television to access the news, and it wasn't really convenient for them back in the days. But nowadays, with a phone or an electronic device, or even a fridge, you can go on the internet and search for things, and that obviously includes the news.
Mhm. So, is there any negative aspect social media has on the news? Is there a negative influence of social media on the news?
So I think one of the main disadvantages that the internet has had on the way we consume the news, it's because, well, the internet is plagued with lots and lots of false informations, scams, ads, viruses like malware, ransomware, or adware that maybe that people do not know the internet that well, may come across and click on it, may get scammed, they may lose money or find inconveniences in their online experience.
I see. Thank you. How to cope and how to filter fake news? How to cope with?
So I think one way to filter the fake news is, well, you ask, maybe, well, ask other people that you know, or maybe wait until the news on television comes up. Well, if the news is a very important one, and the government don't want people to lose out, maybe it's a very new thing that has going on, it will definitely be on the news.
Okay, but not everyone tried to check the news if they're true or fake.
Yeah.
Why do you think people believe everything nowadays?
So I think most of the people that believe everything that comes up on the internet is probably like people, middle-aged people or old people, or maybe 55 to 80 and above. So they were born in the earlier era of society where internet hasn't been developed yet, so they don't really know much about it. And through the well, advertisement of their children, grandchildren, they may think that the information on the internet are is always right, and well, if they think that way, there's no need for them to check if the news are correct or not.
How often do you need to verify information you find in the internet?
Pardon?
How often do you have to verify your information from the internet?
So I think I don't really listen to the news much, but when I do, uh, I may have suspicion of something that has been brought up by some newspaper, well, online articles that isn't really popular. So if I feel suspicious in any way, I would choose to check it until I believe it.
I, so we're now speaking mostly not about the news, but about information in general. How often do you have to use Wikipedia in your studies?
So I think I used Wikipedia a lot in my studies, well, based on the fact that I bookmark Wikipedia on my browser. So there's a lot of things that I don't know about the world yet. So I would definitely have to use Wikipedia to know more of the topic that I'm studying on, or I'm doing my homework on, and maybe even I'm not sure about, or I'm just curious.
I see. So, do you use an alternative source to check if information from Wikipedia was correct?
So I do sometimes check if the information on Wikipedia are correct or not, but I don't do that very often because, considering that I trust the information given on Wikipedia a lot, and that the information given on the pages on Wikipedia are written by, well, professionals. So I don't really need to be suspicious of anything on Wikipedia.
I see. Thank you so much. What about the text from your student's book? The World Wide Web from its origins. Have you read this article?
Yes.
It was page 38. Yeah. So, do you remember what was the World Wide Web originally created for?
So, according to the text, the World Wide Web was invented to deal with a specific problem. Well, in the late 1980s, CREN was planning one of the most ambitious scientific projects ever. Blah, blah, blah.
But what was it made for? www, the World Wide Web. What was it for? What was the purpose of this web?
Originally, the purpose of
Yes.
the World Wide Web was created to keep track of large projects.
For example, and we also know the name of the greatest, of the largest project. What was it? Scientific project, yes. And one of them is in the center of Europe, yes. The Large Hadron Collider, yes.
Yeah.
It was made for one of the purpose to deal with a specific problem, to share opinions and to share the results of researches, of scientific research. And then it grew up. Yes, it grew up, and now we know this as the internet. So, but originally it was made just to share emails between the researchers, between the scientists. Well, how many friends do you have on a social network? I suppose this is Facebook. Yeah. How many friends do you have on Facebook?
Oh, I do not really use Facebook a lot, but I would say about 50 to 60 friends on Facebook. Since all my
Not
friends
so
on
many.
Discord, usually are from Asia, and Asians use Facebook a lot. So I have the tendency to add friends with them on Facebook as well as Discord.
I see. I see. Thank you. Well, what about questions after the text? Now we go to page 39. 39. So, exercise 3. So, what about, I suggest you to underline this part. Tim Berners-Lee, famous for his research in physics. Before he invented the World Wide Web. This is the very first paragraph. So we underline the key idea in the question. We scan the passage to find words which echo word actions. Yes, echo words. And we read the section of the passage carefully to decide the answer. So the first, the name, his name, Tim Berners-Lee. Berners-Lee, famous for his research in physics. He invented the www, the first paragraph. What about the second paragraph?
So the keyword for the second paragraph is intention,
Yes.
help manage, project.
Yes. Project. About the third paragraph. Also the name, I think, yes. His name, Tim Berners-Lee, and what else do you think important in this paragraph?
I think that's it.
Maybe. Okay. What about paragraph 4?
So wait, we haven't done paragraph 3 yet.
Okay, paragraph 3. It starts with it allows journals. Yes, this paragraph. I'm sorry. No, not this. Web, as everyone knows, yes? This is the third paragraph. Yes, this is. So what are the key ideas here? Can you hear me?
Yes.
So what do you think?
So I think it said that Tim Berners-Lee is active in politics of to some extent.
Yes, great. So read the first words of the fourth paragraph. Fourth. What does it start with?
It allows journals to.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Well, what about this one?
So it must be say that it may able professionals and amateurs to work with each other.
Yeah, to work together. Right, yeah, thank you. 5.
5 is another new scientific application.
Great. And the last one, 6.
So number 6 is herbaria at homework reduce the effects of climate change.
Okay. Well, to reduce the effects of climate change. Thank you. So. Go to next one. Exercise 5 now. the title of the note and find the section. So the title of the note, can you see?
Yeah.
Wow. And this is stage 5. Scan the passage for specific information. Well, no more than 2 words can be used here. So on 8, 9, and 10. Let's go. What about 7? Answer in 7. Social networks and use. So to investigate the something of social networks.
May I get a cup of water?
Yeah, of course. Why do you ask me? Of course. So what's about 7? Number 7. I'm sorry. I think it's time to to stop today. Well, I'm sorry to take more time. So text, but I think we should continue speaking about it. We discuss it next time. Continue. Thank you so much. Have a good time. Have a good evening. Enjoy your game if you play. Bye bye. Good night.
Bye.